All right, beautiful people. Hello. Sorry, I thought I was going to accidentally flash. So I was like, guilty of having done that in the past. Just going to clear out the energy. And actually, wait, hold a second. Hello. So just clearing out some energy. Felt called to do a reading. Wait, I have to move the table again. Okay, so we've got a better angle. So, which one of you also acted a little bit retrograde and messaged your that ex that you swore you would never talk to again, that ex that left you in shambles? I'm talking Shambhala. I'm talking like praying to God to end that situationship because it was never really even a relationship. Let's be honest, guys. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Guilty. Okay, everyone has their moments. We all mess up sometimes. Don't beat yourself up too heavy. Because if you happen to have a moment like that during this retrograde season, it's okay. That's what retrogrades are all about, okay? So forgive yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't go down like too... Just don't be harsh and just don't be too critical, okay? I'm showing you guys this because it's so pretty. It's all glittery and sparkly, and it's just like, oh, it makes me happy in the midst of all this because it's been a gloomy past couple of days. So let me know how you all feel in the comments if you've been feeling that way or just how things have been in general. I'm gonna set this down now and start this tarot read and see what advice Spirit has for us today. I don't have my love tarot deck, so I can't get any insights for y'all today, but I will have it soon. For now, oh my god, it's so chilly outside. For now, I have my Rider-Waite tarot deck, so we're gonna use that today. Get you all some insights. So get your popcorn, your snacks, your coffee, your tea, your fresh juice, your whatever you like to have. And get all cuddled up because it's time for your tarot read. Okay, so here we have the deck. Let's clear out the energy. What guidance do we have? For anyone that's been feeling anxious lately, ooh, deep breaths go a long way. If you've been feeling like, just, I don't know. You have lots of spiritual protection at this time. So don't worry is what's coming through. You may be feeling... Okay. Let's do this. Okay, what messages do we have? Okay, I'm just gonna pull this a little closer to me. Wherever you are, I don't know what the weather's like, but over here it's like winter. It's like cold. It's so cold. Oh my god. Okay, what messages do we have for this? For my spirit team, for my soul family, guide me and help me channel what insights and messages and advice we have for them and their highest good. Wow. Yeah, that's not surprising. So this is the first card coming out. And what I'm really getting from this is that I don't exactly want to bring this up, but it feels like there's been warfare, okay? Energy in the atmosphere, in your auric field. And the next card coming up is Justice, okay? So you have Justice coming in. It looks like you may have felt for a while that you had like a lot on your plate. You may have felt like a lone wolf dealing with all of that, okay? You may have had just like one thing happen after the other. Now this could have been like anything, just a series of letdowns, a series of sorry, roll behind me on my phone. A series of betrayals that took place that like maybe you did or did not see coming. Either way, you just felt like it was one uphill battle after the next, okay? You may have been feeling a little bit worn out. You may have been feeling a little depleted or drained, okay? So Spirit's been saying, rest, recover, rejuvenate as much as you feel called to, as much as you feel is necessary at this moment. But at the same time, don't feel too down. Don't feel too hopeless or down in the dumps or just, you know, the woe is me sort of mentality. It can be easy to slip into victim mindsets when there's like a lot that's going on, when there's so many different forces coming at you, right? When there's just, when the retrograde is retrograding and there's just a lot of different things coming at you, it can be easy to like feel sort of like overwhelmed, right? Especially if you tend to be a lone wolf. But you have justice coming in, because even if you are alone in the physical, you're not alone in the astral plane, in the spiritual, because you may actually be a very high-ranking spiritual being. And so you have deities protecting you, you have your ancestors, you have like a whole spirit team on your side, by your side at all times, assisting you, holding your hand, walking you through the darkest moments, the darkest nights of the soul, the tunnel moments, just, you know, all of it. And it can be a lot. It can be pretty overwhelming, okay? So remember to take it easy and balance and rest, but also doing the cleansing work, doing your meditations, doing your cord cutting sessions, doing your cleansing routines and whatever rituals you have in place. Breath work can help, especially if you've been feeling like clogged, whatever area of your body, maybe feeling like it needs to just sort of unclench or relax. Just like I was saying, balance. And whatever situation, this also sort of reads grace to me. So it's like whatever situation you're going through, just try to not react from a place of 7-Eleven on the timer, from a place of like anger or something, and just try to just sort of take a couple of deep breaths, ground yourself, go out in nature, get grounded, and then sort of analyze it from like a higher point of view. And I'm also noticing water in nature, so maybe connect more with the elements of the earth. I swear it can like have such a huge impact on your mental health, and also it can just really help with the transmutation of energies. Like if you've been feeling heavy, if you've been cooped up, especially if it's winter time, because like this happened with me as well. It's like where it's like you sort of just end up cooped up in a room for days and it's cold outside, so like, you know, you're all snuggled and you have the heater on or you have the fire and you just don't want to get away from it. But whenever you feel too or just like, you know, when the density starts coming in, remember to just go out for a bit. Just get like it gives you a fresh perspective, right? Some fresh air will do you good. It'll give you a fresh perspective, or some like change of environment. It just really, really helps. Maybe take a little trip somewhere or something like that, you know? You're abundant. You're super abundant. Look all the pentacles surrounding her, and just look how like effortless and like it's just with such pure ease. And she has this like, man, I don't know what that is, but like it's all just reading majestic and just like oozing grace. Okay, aura, that's the aura I'm getting, and it's yellow. So solar plexus, and just like so much riches and abundance. Okay, so if you were feeling worried about certain material things in your life, just know that you have this in your aura. This is your aura, this is your vibration. All you have to do is tap into it. All you have to do is sort of remember again, you know what I mean? That this is who you are, not whatever type of like victim or lack mentality that we can all slip into sometimes. So that's okay, you know. Just remember this, and don't be too hard on yourselves. That's a huge message that's coming through. Like, don't beat yourself up too much. Because I have a feeling if this video is like, if you found this video, if you're seeing this video right now, you're someone that tends to be really hard on themselves. So just take it easy. Practicing self-care, self-compassion, self-love. Avoid comparisons, because that's the thief of all joy. What am I getting from this card? So it's like, this is the Six of Pentacles, and I'm seeing like Libra energy here. I'm seeing balance, just a balancing out, a balancing of the scales, just like karmic balance taking place in general. See how like this person's giving back. Man, that's not making a lot of sense. Hold on. Okay, I paused because I wanted to. I paused because I wanted to have a better look at this. And what I'm getting is that you may not realize it, but because you're so abundant and you act out of that place of abundance, you seem like someone that, whether you have a lot or not, you're very generous and you tend to give to others, and you're being asked to not stop doing. Okay, no, I'm talking bullshit. No, that's not it. I don't know what this card means. It's not coming to me. I'm not going to focus too much on this card. But yeah, balance and 1111 on the timer. So just giving back to those that are maybe you're in a better position than them, and maybe they're in need. You know, just little things go a long way. And it doesn't necessarily have to even be money. It could be anything, like a small gesture, or just, I don't know. However that resonates. This came out in reverse, but I don't do reversals. So, like I said, you had justice, and see, this is falling. I've spread out the deck, and it's falling right underneath justice is judgment. And that makes a lot of sense in the spread, because for whatever happened to you, okay, whatever uphill battles that you had to face, whatever situations took place, okay, however you felt berated, betrayed, or wherever you felt that you were done dirty, or it was unjust or unfair, or it was wrong, you have judgment coming in. They're calling, the horns being blown, and death, resurrection, and people sort of just kind of just being like, you know, they look like they're pleading for forgiveness almost, you know, atoning sort of thing. And I mean, we've all been there, right? We're all saints and sinners. But that's what's coming through. You may have a lot of different choices to make at this point. Like, you may be at a place in your life where you're trying to see with great clarity. See, like, there's like, it's smoky, so it may be hard to see clearly, but you're trying really hard. You're going within, and you have all these different choices, but you want to really make sure, because some of them can be presented and they can actually, like, they can be illusions, you know what I mean? So you're just trying to suss out and weigh out all the different options before you make one choice, or before you choose to go down a certain path. And you're just being asked to sort of like be easy with it, weigh them all out. Don't get too tied down to any one thing, person, timeline, whatever, and just sort of weigh out everything that you have. Yeah, see, there you go. I can't make this up. You're at a crossroads and you have a lot of different choices. And it may feel, that's what I was saying, that it may feel like you're blindfolded almost, and there's like the smoke all around. So it's just like, you know, you're trying to use your intuition, your third eye, your crown, and you're trying to really think clearer, but it may be a bit hazy right now. So maybe don't make any like solid decisions right now. It's retrograde anyway, right? So you should probably wait it out and just like, for now, do some inner work. And you're very intuitive. But sometimes, like, it happens to all of us where you feel a little bit disconnected with, like, because there's being intuitive and there's intuition, right? But then there's projections, fears, illusions, and all these different things. And sometimes it can be hard to separate them and know which one is which. So you're being asked to bring a little bit more structure and routine to your daily life. So if you're just like a free bird and you go with the flow and you just, you know, you do your thing, you do what you feel like, and you follow your heart more than like a structured like routine or mind, you're being asked to balance that out a little bit. Also, throat chakra might be coming up a lot. You might have a throat chakra like blockage, and there's like this purge happening right now for clearing, so you can communicate more clearly, you can communicate your needs, you can hear clearer, you can just, you know, all around be more receptive and all that. Yep, you got assistance, divine assistance, and that's the energy. Like, you may not be seeing it right now, but it's right there. Plus you have so much, like, you have all these cups lined up, but sometimes it happens where that's what I'm saying, like, sometimes it's hard to see very clearly, especially during retrograde, man. That shit will be playing all sorts of tricks on you. Yeah, so you got the death and rebirth. So it's like retrograde, I feel like, is a great time to also just kind of like purge, because it's like you're being made to revisit past situations. You're revisiting so much from the past is coming up, right? It almost feels like you're in a past, like you're going back and forth between a new and past timeline, right? So it's a great time to sort of just be like purging, like one final purge for what's no longer needing to come with you. And this is the final one of the year. So it's just like a good way to end the year is just like, you know, closing out certain cycles and situations that you're done with for good. And then you just sort of like exercise them and like, you know, make your peace with them and close them out during this year. And you go into the next year with a fresh new beginning. And this is the year of the, like this 2025, right? So it's a year 9. It's a year of endings and releasing anyway. So this spread makes a lot of sense. So it's like next year is the year of new beginnings. So you utilize, it's good to utilize this time as best as possible. And then you got the Lovers coming in, and you got a happy ever after. You got union. So don't fret if you're upset because it's winter time and you're feeling a little some type of way, and you know you want cuddles and love and you want some warmth in your life in general, like something to fan your flame, something to keep the fire alive. You got that coming in. You know, and it's all about a matter of, it's always like, it's never personal. Even when you're cutting cords, it's never personal. It's vibrational, okay? So whenever you align with that certain timeline, with the vibration of it, you got this coming in. All of this stuff is in your vortex. You got the love, you got the commitment, you got the union, you got all the money, you got the abundance, you got justice, you got judgment, like on all that needs to be like sort of, you know, balanced out. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. And like, just celebrate. Oh my God, yeah, I can't make this up. This is beautiful. You got the Lovers, you got the 4 of Wands, you got union, you got the 2 of Cups. That's so much love energy. You have so much love and abundance. Like, just tap into it and like let go of the doubts, the fears. Just like, this is such a beautiful spread. This is such a beautiful reading that I'm receiving. Like, believe it and you will see it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. But no, that's the other way around. That's backwards. That's not how it works. You have to like envision it and feel it as if it already is. Like Abraham Hicks always says, that like you live in your vortex and you act as if, and then you see it manifest, right? Whew, that's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna shut. Ooh. Okay, yeah, so this is currently what you're feeling and going through. There may have been a third-party situation. I also saw like the 2 of coins and them juggling. I just didn't want to look into that because I don't like reading or picking up on or being part of just triangulation and third-party energies. But this may be what you came from, like what you're coming out of. I'm like tripping over my words trying to get this out, because if you've been through it, you know that it really sucks. But you know, you may be a very committed, loyal, honest, devoted person, and you may have been like in a situation where you felt really like stabbed and hurt, like your heart may have been shattered or broken, and you may have been betrayed really badly in numerous love situations, or maybe there was one significant one that really left you like in shambles when it pertains to your self-worth, and it may have had you like they may have put you in situations where you felt like you were like there may have been situations where it just may have been really awful, okay, and heart-shattering, and it may have left you really, really questioning your worth and comparing yourself to other people, which may not even be who you are. Like, you may be a very secure person in general, but it may have brought out this whole insecure neurotic side of you, you know, and heartbreak can do that. Somebody constantly lying, gaslighting, cheating, manipulating can do that to you. And it's really sad, and I'm sorry we had to go through that as a collective, but it's like, these are lessons, right? These are life lessons that we have to learn. Like, it's awful being in a situation, especially if you're like generally a very compassionate, passionate person, and you're very like romantic and loving. And all of us out here, like a lot of us are just like out here searching for love, right? So to be in a situation like this can really leave like a bad taste in your mouth, and like further cause like intimacy or, you know, trust issues and stuff like that. But just remember, like, not to bring this into your new situation, because I feel like the reason this is coming out is because this is the current energy or the past energy, which is like a chapter or a cycle that's now like closing. It's coming to a close. It's something you have walked away from, or in this retrograde, even if like in the start of the message I said that, like, you know, this, like, that you messaged the ex or they messaged you or whatever, but it popped up just for you to realize that, hey, I didn't deserve that, and like, I can do so much better, and I deserve so much better. And you probably put your foot down and you cut that energy out. If you did not, this is your sign in this reading to cut that out, because you may have been in that loop for a long time, but it's time to say goodbye to that and close out that cycle with the retrograde ending. It's a perfect time to just say goodbye, you know, like adios, sayonara, and welcome in the new beginning you have, because you have actual real love coming in. Like, you have someone that's as dedicated as you, as loyal as you, as committed as you, and they only see you. There's no third parties, there's no triangulation, there's no three is the crowd, dude. Like, why is there three people, you know? See how there's three swords? You may have been in a third party situation, and you may have been in it for a really, really fucking long time, and it may have felt like just like a lesson in self-love, obviously, but you may find yourself thinking like, oh, I wish I, like, if you stayed in it for really long, or if you kept going back and forth for a really long time, you may be now looking back thinking like, you know, I wish I had more more self-worth and more self-esteem and more self-compassion and self-love, and had walked away sooner. Like, you may have been wondering why you let this person put you in this situation for such a long time, for so long. Like, it may have felt like an act of self-betrayal towards yourself, right? Because whatever we allow happens, or else it can't happen. But like, don't blame yourself, because you can't control who somebody else is. But once you know, you should walk away. You shouldn't give them a chance over and over and over to repeat and show you how much, like, you shouldn't give them another chance to show you, like, that's just like re-entering that same loop and cycle, and you know how it ends. You know, it's like that lyric where it's just like, I've seen this film before and I didn't like the ending. So it's just like, don't do that. Like, put up that barrier, cut that cord, put your foot down, like, stick to what you've decided, you know. Don't fall for words, don't fall for crap when you already know. It's like, especially if you've been through that so many times, it's like, the definition of insanity is going, like, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And people show you who they are, believe them. So if anything, I think this video is like, release your ex, release that ex. It's time to let go and move on. You have so much better coming, I promise you. You have real love coming in, or you have a much better, more aligned love coming in, okay? That reflects the new you. Maybe this whole heartbreak situation murdered and vanquished an older you that was no longer serving you, and it was a long time coming that you had to go, right? And maybe that karmic situation helped you release a lot of illusions and lies surrounding your own life. Maybe it helped birth a new you. And not that I'm giving it any credit for that. That was all you're doing. Like, you did the work. You did all the healing. You went within. You partook in all the dark nights of the soul. Like, you called them in. You grabbed the tunnel moments, and you did the work to go through the metamorphosis and like the Ouroboros. Like, you went through the death and rebirth cycles over and over and over and over and over till you expanded into this entirely unrecognizable, whole different human being. So congratulations are in order, because you did that work, okay? And this person outside of you was just a reminder of like your shadows. Like, they could have been there's like a certain like title for it, like a certain type of soulmate. There's lots of different terms for it, but one that just sort of just like gets you on whatever. Anyways, it's time to release them, okay? So, because you got new stuff coming in. That's what just fell down again. Because they may have left you in this energy for a long time. You may have just been left out in the cold. Like, look at his head. It's all bummed. He looks so scared and insecure and alone. And there's all these walls up. They may have had walls up. And I don't want to focus too much on them because they're the ex. They're the past. Let's leave them in the past. They're in the past for a reason, okay? The future is not in the past. The answer is not in the past. Going back is just going to be the same lesson. And if you've done it a bunch of times, man, sweetie, you got to stop and ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Like, we got to have more self-love and more self-respect than that. Like, come on. Going back to that breadcrumbing, unstable, chaotic energy, like, no, you have to love yourself more than that, please. The Hanged Man in reverse. New beginnings, for sure. Stay enlightened. See that? Go out into nature more often, for sure. And just like stay in this like flowy energy. But at the same time, it's very like stable and still and grounded, you know? And focus on the new. Look, you got a Knight coming in. You got a Knight of Swords. And they look like they're like fiercely coming in. Like they're not wasting any time. This person knows what's up. And I have a feeling the new person's going to really see you and know your worth and not sort of like, not take you for granted. You know, in the past, clearly, if you were in a third party situation, you were taken for granted and they didn't really see your worth or see you like they should. But this new person, look at that new energy. Like they're not wasting time. They're coming swoosh, rushing in. Like they see you, they see your worth, and they're not ready to miss out on that or lose out on that. Because see, you're in a newer energy too, as within, so without. So you're in an energy where you recognize your worth. Once you recognize your worth, so does the world around you. So do your lovers around you. So do they. They also realize that they don't have forever, right? Yeah. Things are turning in your favor, okay? If you always felt like you were the last, like the odd one out or the last choice or just like you weren't like the cool kids or just like whatever you felt, or you like maybe growing up you felt like an alien or the black sheep, or you just felt different, the odds are just turning in your favor in your life, in everything: career, finances, love, success, just community, communion, just support, lots of it, and like-minded people. Maybe you always felt like you were in a sea of individuals, but you were like you just felt alone. They were all the same and you felt different, really different, but you're going to find your actual people now. That's what I see coming in. I also just, oh my God, I can't make this stuff up. You got this coming in. You do have a happy ending coming in. You do have Empress energy. Please, are you kidding me? Ace of Pentacles. This is beautiful. But I also have to, I just ignored something. I saw the Queen of Swords. So you may have a parental figure that criticized you a lot as a child. That's coming up in the energy. They may still be lurking around in your energy field. So just to be aware of that, because you don't want any monitoring spirits around you with all this new stuff coming in. Remember cord cutting. Remember to put your boundaries up, especially if it's not serving you anymore at this time. Because, oh my God, the energy you have coming in, you guys, the Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Sun, that's the happiest card in the deck. This is such a happy card. Oh my God, you have so much wish fulfillment coming in right here. Definitely hermit and go within for now, you know, just like, yeah, take it easy, rest, rejuvenation. So much energy coming in from the universe, so much divine assistance, just so many opportunities coming through to you. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. So if you were in this energy today or as of late, it's okay. Maybe you were PMSing, maybe it was the retrograde, whatever. And, you know, it's a full scale of emotions, so honoring all of them is important. But you want to have this energy. You want to start to tap into this energy, you know? Honor all your emotions. Listen, like, it's a whole balance. It's a whole scale. It's a whole spectrum of everything. But predominantly this energy where you're just like looking up at all the possibilities and the horizons. I see travel coming in. I see communication. I see new beginnings. I see new connections. Lots of newness. And that's amazing because I feel like we've been calling that in for a long time, and B, it's been a long time coming. Like we've been manifesting this whole newness energy, you know, like this just new start, fresh start, new beginning type energy. Like you may have been in a situation or just in an environment for so long where it just felt like it was dated and like a dated timeline. You had outgrown it, you had learned everything that you needed to, and there was just nothing new happening. And you may have just been like really bored, you know? And you may have felt like stuck in your career, or maybe like you were concerned about your finances. Maybe your love life wasn't really fulfilling you. So like that's all changing so soon, like the wheel's turning. Hermit. So I'm getting that you're in hermit mode right now, and you're being called to just sort of like, at least for the rest of the retrograde, sort of hermit mode, because deep introspection goes a long way, and obviously putting in the work at the end of the day, because all of these changes, they came from all that effort, man, all that effort, all that dedication, all that hard work. I mean, if you're seeing this, you know what I'm talking about, you know what's up. You're a star, you're meant to be a star. You're probably a star seed as well, just like an enlightened, gifted, intuitive, light being. Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful reading. Oh wow. Yeah, this is also that's what was coming up earlier for the Justice and the Judgment, was the warfare energy. You might have a lot of envious eyes, jealous people, and you just may have had that your whole life, trying to like sort of push their opinions on you or bring you down. So definitely that's why hermit mode was coming up. You want to cord cut, you want to just sort of like protect your peace and your space right now, for sure, because man, you got some good stuff coming in. You got some really, really good stuff coming in. Yeah, this may have been the energy you were in for a long time, the 7 of Wands, and this just like like from all these different directions. But don't pay too much attention to that. That's not even important. There may have been a lot of illusions that were created around you. There may have just been a lot of control mechanisms, okay, to get you as a light being. That happens. That's part of the journey. They will try, like, you know, to cause those distractions to get you off your path. But no, inner child healing, focus on that during hermit mode, and Emperor energy activated. This, you guys, this is a beautiful reading. Like, I almost don't even want to stop. Put your sword up and cut out what's no longer necessary. And you will know this in your heart of hearts. So don't let anything guilt trip you. Protect your vital life force energy, okay? Because you have been protected. You've been shown what needs to go with good reason, okay? Something was meant to work. It would have worked when they had all those chances. And this could apply to a lot of different people in your life that you know are no longer like, you know what your new beginning looks like. You know. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to come here and tell you. You know. You already know. You're intuitive, you know. And in your heart, you know. Your heart speaks to you all the time. Okay? Our bodies are so intelligent. Like, just, it's incredible. Like, they're always speaking to us. They're always letting us know. So listen, tap in, like cultivate this like relationship with yourself, with your body, where you're aware of what feels good, what doesn't, where you're able to sort of like, and honor it, you know, and react accordingly. Because it's a compass, it's always guiding us, our feelings, our emotions, just like even our anxiety, like everything is just like always, it's always guiding us. You have been in this energy for too long, like just bearing all these burdens by yourself, just like running away from just like different situations that were not good for you and that may have been borderline dangerous and just not even safe, you know? And you may have felt like you've been on the run for such a long time. You got forward movement though, and even if you were on the run, even if you were running, you're running towards you're moving towards the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. This is a beautiful reading. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Spirit, the Spirit teams, the beautiful guardian angels. I can't even talk right now. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you to the Spirit team for being with us, for guiding us. Thank you for your time and your beautiful energy. Namaste. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope that this reading was of great help. I hope that it gave you hope, like a renewed sense, and I hope everyone's feeling a lot better. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel. This is my new channel, and I will be posting a lot more here, hopefully. So yeah, this was a lovely reading, and I shall see you in the next one. So take care, take it easy. I don't even want to go for some reason, but like, bye.